Hey y'all, that was hilarious, man. Thank you, All Business. When that went, man, that was well produced by homeboy All Business, dog. Man, what an excellent part of the show, dog. I love that, man. That was hilarious. That part with Big Bucks, number 5. He said, and ain't complained about slants, and he complained about hitches and posts, blah blah blah. Man, that shit hilarious. All right, y'all, we moving on along to the show, man. I'm having a good time. I hope y'all having a good time. It's time to talk to the evil empire himself, Mr. Bill, man. It's time to talk to the cat. Mr. Bill, we ain't talked to him in a long time, and we got a lot of issues. So let's get this man a ring and see what happens. Let's see if my phone service is going to act right this time. Let's do it. Let's see. Let's call Mr. Bill. That's 3 rings.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Bill, what's happening, baby?
How's it going?
Man, going good, going good. You are live on the Windy Shitty Show, baby.
Glad to be here.
Glad. Welcome back again. First of all, welcome back from the third world country itself. You know what I'm saying? You got to tell us a little bit about that. But you know the routine by now. Before we say anything, we got to throw your theme music on there just to set the mood, cause we got a lot of nice little topics to talk about. So let's do this.
All right.
Cut off. Okay.
What's up, man? What's going on, man?
Oh, just glad to be here, Wendy.
Just glad to be here. Yeah, man. Alright, before we get jumping to it and everything, man, how was your vacation, man?
Well, the first 2 days of vacation were great. Then when the tropical storm turned into a Category 4 hurricane overnight and shifted its track about 30 degrees back to the northeast, that caused things to get sideways in a hurry.
Dang.
So, the resort that I was, oceanfront resort that I was staying in Port de los Cabos, was about 50% destroyed. And it took a heavy hit. The little town was decimated. Of course, no electricity, food and water supplies being shut down. There was a lot of looting and violence, and the Mexican federales, which is kind of like would be the U.S. equivalent of the FBI and National Guard rolled together into one, like a national police force. They came in and declared martial law and pretty much had armed guards stationed around all of the resorts to keep anybody from trying to get in and take food or anything or harass the tourists, and got escorted out of the country in the middle of the night in an armed caravan and put on an American Airlines flight to Dallas. So,
Damn.
yeah, it was crazy. I'll have to put something on the forum about it. I don't think a lot of people even know. I think they just thought my vacation went normal. And
Wow, man, that's a real life adventure right there, man. Damn.
yeah, it was pretty crazy. I don't think I've seen that many automatic weapons since I got out of the Army in '93.
Wow. That's crazy. Well, your wife, was she scared?
We went through Katrina and we've been through a few other hurricanes. So, I mean, she was scared.
Mm.
But, it's ones that, you pick up some key learnings.
Right.
So it was, it could have been worse.
Mm. Okay.
But
Well, everybody and me especially, man, I'm glad y'all made it back. We didn't know how serious it was, so man, glad y'all made it back safe and sound and everything and all that, and get back to real life and all that. So, man, that was a good one, man. Woo wee, man. I know y'all like, man, that's crazy. Okay.
It was nice to get home.
Yeah, I bet it was, man. I bet you kissed that flow, man. Like, wow, we here. Shit. Well, okay. Now, since the real life is out the way, let's go to make-believe life, fantasy life. Let's talk about some fantasy, some good stuff, some less hearted stuff. Hey, man, when you came back to reality, you know, you got settled in, and you hit the 220 boards, what did you see, man? Did you say, what the hell? I've been gone for a week, and all hell done broke loose.
Yeah, it was a little, it was a little crazy to come back and see so much was going on in the few days that I was out of pocket.
Right. So, yeah, man. I guess, you know, the co-commissioners of me and Realist and I think Rhude, we had, you know, we basically was stepping on each other's toes, man. We was trying to impeach some people and everything, and some of us like, nah, ain't nothing going on. We was having fun, man. We was having fun. Yeah, so okay, man, let's go over some of these topics that's going on. It's hot right now at 220. The number one topic over the past week, man, is our homeboy DJ Rhude. Have you had a chance to look through all the paperwork in the league office and basically look at what happened in the DJ Rhude in Rhude Gates? Have you had a chance to look at that?
Yeah, I've had a chance to talk to Rhude briefly about it. He knows that, you know, that was not something he should have done. I think he probably just, you know, felt, you know, like he could, you know, do it and nobody would notice maybe, or I don't know. I mean, but Tim Giants, you know, looked at the roster and saw the confidence boost. So, and you know, Rhude admitted to it. So he understands that there will be sanctions coming from the league office as a result of that. You know, I don't think you know, it was something that he would have probably continued to do.
Right.
You know, I think he probably just seeing if it was working and, you know, just tinkering around and probably got a little carried away with it.
Right. Right.
But there will definitely be sanctions as a result of that.
Okay. Well, you know, he called me the other day and everything, and I put it at the beginning of the show. So once you see the show over again, after we get done taping and editing and all that, you will see he had a special. I apologize to the league. So once I put the show on the board and everything, check it out. He really got his point across and everything. So check that out, Mr. Bill. All right. So, so do you think some of the guys was going a little overboard with what should happen, or was it just part of the you know, we having fun and this is what we do type of thing?
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be Madden Mania or VSN if people didn't take things to the extreme.
Right.
You know, I think that you know, then always the initial reaction is do something extreme. I prefer to, you know, take a more I don't know what you might say pragmatic approach. Just kind of, you know, look at things, don't make decisions, you know, immediately.
Right.
And look at it and look at the history of the person involved.
Right.
See if this is a pattern or if it is an isolated incident.
Right.
You know, and Rhude's always been a solid member of the league. I don't think this is anything that's going to tarnish that in the future. You know, he admitted that it was wrong, and he understands there will be sanctions. So, I mean, that's
okay.
I don't think anybody should be looking for anything overly drastic, but it will be enough to know that it's more than a hand slap.
Okay. Sound good. So when would these sanctions come out? Be released?
I'm going to try, as fate would have it, I actually have to leave town tomorrow for a couple of days for a work trip. So
Okay.
it will be when I get back in.
Okay.
It would not be any punishment that would be immediately in place. It would be something that would probably take place in the future. What I'm looking at right now, or what
Okay.
I'm kind of thinking of.
Okay. Sound good. Sound good. All right, Mr. Bill. Let's move on to the next hot topic that's going on in the league right now. Hey man, a lot of people, man, they starting to really question. They know where you was coming from with the decisions you made of bringing in some of the new guys in the league. They know, they pretty much understood where you was coming from, but it's not working out as good as a lot of people thought it was gonna work out, or maybe it's definitely working out exactly how some of the people naysayers thought it was gonna work out. Hey man, what's going on with some of these new cats, man? They not here, man. They here, but they not here. You can't respond to this?
Well, I mean, they're getting their games in. I think it's going to be a little bit of a process. Both of them have played in leagues before. I mean, that's I'm really not that concerned right now.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, people are getting their games in. That's the big thing. If they're being responsive, and I haven't seen a lack of response in scheduling threads. I mean,
Okay.
if somebody's upset because somebody can't be in the chat box ready to go all day, well, that's only a few guys are going to be able to sit in the chat box and be ready to go and interact. And,
Right.
So, and I think as the season wears on, people that are getting acclimated, that are new to the league, not new to Madden online franchises or leagues,
Mm-hmm.
but new to BSN and 220, which 220 obviously is at a different level than I would say 95% or more of the leagues out there in terms of commitment.
Right.
Everything that goes along with that. So it's something that people just kind of have to acclimate to.
Okay.
But as long as people are not going AWOL, that now there are other owners that have been in the league before that are still in the league right now that seem to be going AWOL on scheduling.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's always a concern to me, especially at this time of the year.
All right.
I know summer's still winding down for a few people. There might be a vacation here or getting out of town for a few days there, but still have to let people know, post that you're going to be out of town, put yourself on autopilot, and you can even do it for 1 or 2 weeks. You know how long the week is going to be advanced.
Okay.
You know how many weeks you're going to miss, so you can put yourself on auto forever how many weeks, and help the commissioners, help you. Post in your scheduling thread you're going to be out of town for a few days. Don't just go out of town for a few days and not say anything to anybody.
Right.
Because in that way nobody knows.
Right. So what about cats like? You talking about cats like Stone Cold and he's still being questioned in the league right now. A lot of complaints about him. What you guys say about somebody like Stone Cold?
Well, I mean, I certainly want to see more effort on scheduling. I mean, with the free version of Tapatalk, everybody has a smartphone. You can get one out of a box of Cracker Jacks these days. Everybody's got a smartphone. You can get a free version of Tapatalk with push notifications. If you subscribe to your scheduling thread, it pops up on your phone immediately.
Okay.
Within seconds of somebody posting. So there's no excuse. I mean, you can actually be. I respond to PMs on an airplane.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Or in the passenger seat of a car going down the road. I mean, it only takes a second.
Right. No doubt about it.
So, I mean, there's no additional money being asked of anybody to spend.
Mm-hmm.
You can use free tools to stay in touch with your opponents. Pretty easy.
Right. Okay. All right, Mr. Bill, let's move on to the 4th down rule that's being challenged right now. Some things that came up where, some guys are saying, it's out of date. Let's expand the 4th down. Let's get rid of this 4th down rule. Some guys saying, let's keep it the same. So where you fall on this 4th down rule topic?
Well, I mean, the 4-down rule, it's there for a reason,
Mm-hmm.
and I understand that the real life.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
More
sorry, Mr. Bill. Not the 4th down rule. The hurry up.
Right. I knew what you meant.
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of the real life NFL is playing the hurry up these days, and especially against defenses that have a strong front seven. You want to try and get them winded a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want their backups coming in for a couple of plays and then them coming back in a critical play. You want to keep them on the field and wear them out.
Right.
Especially your offenses like Denver are really good at that.
Right.
San Francisco is good at it. Atlanta's good at it.
Right.
There's teams that's part of their game plan.
Mm-hmm.
But when you translate that over to a video game, if fatigue worked as well as it should on the offensive line, you would start to create more fumble opportunities. There would be fewer, the blocks, the offensive tackles, linemen would lose their ability to be afresh because they didn't have a little breather in between the plays.
Right.
But the fatigue seems to disproportionately impact defense and offense. It gives you your full playbook getting back to the line, and the defense does not. And there's still that issue where the defense the CPU will randomly select a play, and you can't audible out of it in time because or get through and look and see what scenario you're up against. So right now, I don't see a reason to change it. If patches come in during the cycle that impact existing CFMs, we can always revisit it.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, it just seems it's just better that we keep it like it is because it does disproportionately favor the offense.
Okay. Sound good. All right, y'all. Y'all heard from Mr. Bill. All right, Mr. Bill, I'm going ahead and get you out of here. Is there anything else you want to say to the league? Man, it's been a very exciting first 4 or 5 games. So far, man, the game is fresh to me, in my opinion. The game is fresh. It's a different feel to the game, man. It's a different feel, more realistic gameplay to the game. Anything you want to say to the league before you get out of here?
No, I mean, I agree with you. I mean, I think this is the best Madden that we've had in a long time. The game is very solid. Obviously there's going to be some things that need to be patched or tuned.
Mm-hmm.
But as looking at the base game that we're playing right now, I think there's you're seeing a lot of players that have been able to step up their game.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There's a little bit of some power shift going on. Some differences in as you look out at the results of these games, everybody's not bulldozing people.
Right.
That they would have of course you still waxed my ass pretty good, but it was good until Lacey fumbled inside the red zone.
Yeah, that changed.
First play of the game.
That changed everything.
From that point, it was just I felt like the confidence of my team just went in the tank at that point.
That changed everything. And to your favor, you just came back from hurricane hell. So I got you at a good time. So
I think the game's real fresh. I'm excited about this cycle. Obviously we're just now getting underway. We're only a couple of weeks into it, and it's we've got probably 36, 38 weeks of football left.
Right.
So I'm real excited about that, and I think the new people are going to show themselves to be solid league members, and people that don't make the cut. If you start to be lax on scheduling, we've got a lot of good people out there that want to be in the league.
Yeah, you got Team Webby out there. You got Team UMF out there. You got some other cats out there.
Yeah. I can think of 5 guys right now that I would put in the league with no problem if I had a spot for them.
Yeah.
So, people that do have a team, get your games in. Doesn't hurt to be active on the forum. Weigh in when we're discussing settings and rules changes and things like that. That's always good to weigh in on.
Yep, no doubt about it. All right, Mr. Bill, thank you very much for showing up, addressing the league like you always do. Thanks very much, man. Take care. Have a good one. And good luck in the rest of the season, baby.
Thank you, sir.
All right. All right. Later. All right, y'all. That was our homeboy, Mr. Bill, the Evil Empire himself. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's get ready to go. Let me see. Where should we go next? Should we go to Mr. Biggs? Or should we go? Let's go to DJ Rhude's. DJ Rhude. Game of the week. Take it out, and then we hit up Mr. Biggs and the Bears Den in a little bit. Let's go to DJ Rhude. Game of the week. Let's knock it out. Be back after this.